What's good, guys? It's your girl Tamara Lanise, and I'm back with another video. This one is a little different than what I normally do. Today I am going to be dyeing my starter locks. I have used a box dye. I've dyed my hair before my starter locks, like years ago. I've been natural for a very long time, and just decided to lock up recently. But I have used box dye before, so I went to Walmart and I picked up this Dark and Lovely fade resistant dye, and it's in the color Crimson Moon. So it's like a crimson, so it's like mixed between like burgundy and like a plum color. So yeah, I decided to get 2 boxes of that because I wanted a color that's like really good for fall. Like I was caught between auburn and like this color, and I ended up getting this color. But yeah, so I got 2 boxes of that, and then I also got some petroleum jelly just to put like around my hairline so that it doesn't stain my skin. And then I have like purple skin for like the next week or so. I didn't want to deal with that, so I did get some petroleum jelly. So if you're interested in seeing me dye these starter locks, kind of talk to me about my hair texture, some things that I went through with starting my locks, how long I've had my starter locks, or how long I've been on this lock journey, then stay tuned to this video, and I will see y'all in a second. So I have already sectioned my hair off in 4 sections. I have clips, hair ties, some of everything, whatever I could find to put on my hair to section off, that's what I got. So I've already opened my box of dye, took everything out of it. What comes in it is, first, most importantly, this paper right here that has the instructions on how to mix the contents of the box. Also on the back have some gloves. And I don't know, like I've used a box dye before. I don't know what the heck they use to put the gloves on the back of that paper now, but I could not get it off. Like I tore a hole in the paper and everything, and I don't even have any nails on, so I don't know what that's about. But either way, after that you'll get a cream developer. And it does not have the stuff in it. I've already mixed it, but it's just the white cream developer. And then you have the actual conditioning color. So it's actually the color that you'll pour into the first bottle, the cream developer, which is what I've already done for both of mine. And then you have some Nourishing Care conditioner, and that's to use after you wash your hair. So I have 2 of each of those. I've already mixed my 2 bottles, and I'm about to get started on my hair. I'm gonna start with the back and work my way up to the front, and I will come back to, oh, and I haven't put on my petroleum jelly yet, so I'm gonna put that on, and then I'll come back to you guys in a second. All right, fam, so what I'm doing now is taking that petroleum jelly, like I said, I bought from Walmart. I'm gonna take that and put it around the perimeter of my hair. This is just to, again, protect my skin from getting any color on it or dyeing my skin, because that stuff take like a week or so, or even longer if you don't really wash that area a lot. But I wash my face every day, so yeah. I definitely just didn't feel like dealing with having dye on my skin. Like, yeah. So I'm rubbing it on the nape of my neck and my edges and all that good stuff. So why I decided to start my locks, I went through like a really rough patch in my life in like 2019, and you know, I became like really depressed. Well, actually 2018 and 19, those 2 years were really rough for me. I had my daughter early and had some depression from that, and then a job that I had really worked hard for that kind of fell through, and it was just, yeah, I just was really depressed. So I learned a lot about myself because I've always been like the strong person, and I've always been the one that people come to. So in that time, I wasn't able to be there for myself, and it really, really taught me a lot, like, about me. So yeah, so this year I decided that I wanted to lock my hair. I'm always also somebody that always like have something in my hair. Like, I do natural hair, like I do braids, I do sew-ins, all that good stuff. So I'm always having braids or sew-ins or quick weaves or something in my hair. So this was like just time for me to reflect on me and, you know, through my hair basically. So you know how people, like, when they feel like they have like a traumatic experience, they cut their hair off. Well, mine was starting my locks. So I started them May 26th of 2020. So it's been 6 months. And every day ain't good, but yeah, we making it. It's getting better. So right here, I'm just taking it in sections. I sectioned my hair in 4 sections, and I had clips and pins and hair ties, whatever I could find, to section my hair in 4 sections. And I just worked one section at a time. So I'm just kind of putting the dye on it. I didn't wet my hair first. You don't want to dye your hair on top of wet hair. You want it to be dry. So I'm just taking the dye and kind of spreading it, like squirting it on my locks or the handful that I have, and then just kind of massaging it through the lock. And I was really scared because, you know, like when dyeing your hair, you just grab a section, and if you're bleaching, like you put it on the foil and you bleach it, put the bleach up there, and then you move on to the next section. But with locks, because my hair is already locking, like I'm scared that it's not gonna go through and get like all the strands. So either it's gonna be spotty or it's like patchy, or either it's just not gonna take well. So I was really nervous about that, but we'll see how it works out in the end. And I think that's what I'm saying right now too. I'm scared that it's not going to color all the way through. And I made sure to, like, after I put it up there, like one time I would go back through and kind of massage it like in my scalp. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I felt like that's what I needed to do. So I've been locked for 6 months. I talked about why I started the journey. Also, my best friend, she actually locked like a month before I did, but we kind of, I guess, are going on this journey together as well. And that was another reason why, you know, I locked my hair as well, because I had been talking about it and she finally did it. So I was like, okay, now I got to go ahead and do it. I was scared to make that commitment. So she kind of pushed me over the edge. Also, I have like, I'm not really good with like hair types. I think I have 4C hair. I'm not sure. Like, it's not really kinky, but it's not like really fine either. My hair is really thick. I didn't wear my hair out a lot before. If I wore it out, it was like a blowout. I would blow my hair out, or either like I would wear U parts and like have leave out or whatever. So it wasn't until like I locked my hair that I really saw like how curly my natural hair really was. But because I wore like the U parts and stuff, and like, or I'd wear like weaves that I left my edges out or my leave out, like my hair in the front was like damaged. Like it had some heat damage on the ends. So when I first locked my hair, like my ends were straight. Like I'm talking about, it was straight, and the rest of it in the back would be curly. And it was just not it. Like, it was so ugly. I hated it. I was like, I'm gonna comb these out because I can't do this. Like, I can't walk around with my head looking like this. But I ended up kind of snipping. I actually went and got my first retwist, and she was like, oh, well, you don't have to snip it if you don't want to. You could just let it grow out. And I'm not one that really care about length. So I was like, yeah, just go ahead and snip it. But the way she snipped it, like I could hear the scissors when she was snipping. And when she snipped, it was like no uniform way to snip it. She just snipped. So after then, I kind of went home and just kind of snipped on my own to like even it up. But basically, I ended up having like a bang in the front. Not that bang, that bang. Oh, 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 oh. That's how I felt for a long time, for real. Because I was like, what is this? So I wore headbands like the first few months. I wore headbands like to push my hair back. Or I would roll the front of my hair back and like put a clip in it or a pin in it. And like have the back curly. Because that curly, my back, that's what took me through to these 6 months. And even now, like, and in the beginning of the video, like you saw, like one side of my hair was more straight and then one side is more curly. I don't know. It's getting there though. But that was one of my struggles when I first started my locks. Like the heat damage that I didn't even know I had until I really started wearing my hair. So that's why my short, like around my edges, is so shorter than the rest of my hair, because I had to cut it. I'm moving on to the next to the last section now, and I'm just going and doing it the same way. I'm putting some dye on the root, and then I'm kind of moving it down and making sure I get the ends, and then I go back in and kind of massage the scalp and make sure like it's on my scalp good. And then I part off another little row or two and then do another one. So I started off my locks by like, I think I braided it like a little bit, and then I started twisting. So I did a combination of like braids and twists. And it's only because I was scared that the twist wouldn't stay in if I like twisted it from the root all the way down. So I felt like the braid, starting with a braid, gave me a little bit more security. Honestly, them things still came out like, I felt like I was retwisting my hair every day. Like I was so over it. And even now, like sometimes they'll come out a little bit, like especially in the front where my hair is shorter. But when I get a retwist, it's easier now for me to find it. Like now, even if it's out, I can just pick it up and I know that's one. Before it was coming out and I didn't know if it was one or two locks or what. So it's getting, like I said, the process is getting better, and I can tell my hair is locking. Some of them are already locked. I got some butterfly distressed locks going on in here, where it's starting to like bud and like, I don't know. It's a whole lot of stuff going on. But overall, I love my hair and I love the journey. I just be ready to give up. I be tired. I be sick of it, but I'm making it. Woo, and we on to the last section. Here I am parting off that last row. Look, they be stuck together. I told you I didn't wash my hair. All the frizzes and all that. And I had like some barrel twists like going to the back. So I just untwisted those right before I started, and I didn't like run my fingers through my hair. So yeah, they all tangled up right now. But I'm just repeating the same steps. So I just sectioning off like a row of locks, and then taking the dye and just kind of going down the whole lock with the dye. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I could tell y'all about my lock journey? I've said how long, some things that I've dealt with, like it coming out, unraveling, the way I started it with braids first, and then 2-strand twists at the end. The heat damage was terrible. I ended up snipping the front of my hair. I don't know anything else. Why I did it. if you're thinking about starting locks though, for whatever reason, whether it's like a personal journey or if it's just you like the style or you just want to do something different to your hair or you're tired of messing with your hair. Maybe you're already natural and you just want, like, you're one of those people that don't like to do anything to your hair. Like, locks are really good for you because I've never been like, you have to really, the process and trusting the process is leaving your hair alone. And my kids was being bad. I had to step over like what is going on. But trusting the process is really like leaving your hair alone. Like, you can't be in it or trying to retwist it every week. Because that's me. I like my edges to be tight. So when I start seeing that new growth come out, I was like, oh no. But I literally had to learn how to just leave my hair alone and trust that it's going to lock and it's going to do what it's supposed to do. So that's kind of in life. Like, you have to just stop worrying so much. You just pray about things and what shall be will be. So again, like I said, it's a spiritual, and it's also something I wanted to do, but it's a spiritual journey for me and learning myself. And now I got the good old Food Line bag. I'm gonna use that to put all my hair in, and I'm gonna tie it up. And it's kind of like an old trick. Most people use like a plastic cap, but I ain't have one. And why not? We going green, saving the earth, reusing plastic bags, same difference. So I'm gonna use a hair tie, and I'm putting that on just to trap the heat, like from my head, my body heat, and it helps to color your hair better. So I'm hoping that that's gonna help color my hair and help it lift better. Alright guys, so I have finished putting all the dye on my hair. I put it on a grocery bag to keep the heat in so that it will process quicker, hopefully, and better. So what I'm going to do now is clean up all this mess that I made all over my sink before it starts staining. And I will be back to you guys in about 45 minutes to an hour to see the color. Alright y'all, so I just finished washing my hair, went downstairs, used the sink in the kitchen so that I can wash it out. I washed it with some shampoo that I've already had. It's not menthol because it doesn't make my scalp tingle, but it's something in it that it's like adds oil and moisture back to your hair. Whatever, I don't know what it is. If I look at it later, then I'll put it in the description. But I used that shampoo, and then I just used the conditioner from the box that I showed you in the beginning. I threw them away now, so I can't show you again, but yeah, I used both of those on my hair, and I made sure that I got all the way around my edges first, and then I started going in between, a part of my hair in between, make sure I put conditioner all in my roots, and then I used the rest of it that I had to make sure that my ends were saturated with conditioner. And I kind of waited for a second, and then I rinsed it out with some lukewarm water. So I have not seen my hair yet. I wanted to see it with you guys. I can't even like peeking at it. To me, it still looks the same color, but I don't know. So we're gonna see. Now I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna be so upset. The roots definitely died. The ends, and maybe because my hair is wet, because you know, wet hair is darker, so I didn't know. Honestly, my roots died really well, so I can't say anything bad about my roots. Like, they really died. I just don't know if it went all the way to my tips, which is what I was worried about because my hair is locked. If the color was going to actually get into the lock and color it from a box dye. I'm pretty sure it's able to be done, but I don't know if that can happen from a box dye. But overall, like, especially my roots, yeah, it's really red. Like, so think all the heat tricks and all that stuff that I did really worked. Check inside. Yeah. And this is the front. So I know the back is good because I put that color on first. So if the front dyed this well, then the back definitely should look like this because it was on longer. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to like blow dry or dry my hair a little bit. I said I was gonna retwist. I really don't feel like it, like my whole head, so I might just retwist like my edges. I'm gonna do the lazy retwist. I'm gonna retwist like my part and my edges and go from there. But yeah, I'll be back. So guys, this is what my hair looks like. I tried to do a little like retwist, mini retwist. I told you I was gonna do a lazy retwist, but I did that in the front and kind of in the back a little bit, just so I could get some of my length back. The whole middle section of my hair, I just braided it in like small sections. So maybe like 4 or 5 locks. I braided them together, like pulled at the root so that I can dry. And I sat under the dryer. So I did that so that when my hair dried, it would be, you know, stretched a little bit at the root. But anywho, the color looks good to me. I was scared about dyeing because, you know, dyeing is a chemical. Scared I was gonna lose my curly ends, and I didn't. They're still here for the most part. But yeah, so I will add in some pictures from outside light, but as far as inside, I like it. And I appreciate y'all going on this journey with me. So stay tuned for pictures of outside and inside, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. So yeah, so thanks for coming, stopping by, going on me with this journey of this box dyeing my locks. If you would check out more of the videos on my page, I would greatly appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and until the next one, I'll see you guys later. Bye.